when something just basically falls into your lap? This is how we ended up with our dream home. This house came out of nowhere, but let me rewind. I was about 2 weeks postpartum, just soaking in that newborn life, when my brother, who is also our realtor, sent my husband a few different listings, which is not out of the ordinary. He does this all the time just for fun and also for investment purposes. Then he texts on a random Tuesday afternoon and said, "This feels like an Evan dream home." To clarify, we were not currently looking for a home. We were very content in our home now, and I honestly thought we'd be here for a couple more years. We also didn't want to miss out on an opportunity if something special came up, especially with the thought of continuing to grow our family. We decided to just go look, and we booked a showing the next morning. The second we walked in that house, both of us were like, this is insane. Even though I was quite overwhelmed, I mean, I was 2 weeks postpartum at this point, we both agreed that we would put in an offer in that afternoon and we would just wait to see what would happen. I was completely convinced going to bed that night that we would not get this house. And then we woke up the next morning with the call saying that they accepted our offer and canceled all of their other showings. I literally made my brother repeat it. Like, what? Our jaws were on the floor. If you could only have seen our faces, we were in pure shock. The offer went through and inspections have been so smooth. Every step has felt like a green light. I feel like God has opened every single door for us and it just feels so right. If I'm being totally honest, I still feel like I'm kind of taking it all in. So now we're gearing up for our walkthrough before we have our closing. I want to bring you guys along for the next step. Also, just wanted to say thanks for being so excited for us. We literally cannot wait for this next chapter in our life. We love y'all.
If you blinked this week, you'd probably missed it because Carlin and Evan Stewart just dropped one of the most whirlwind, unexpected, and honestly jaw-dropping life updates we've seen from them in years. One moment, Carlin is in cozy pajamas doing a quiet GRWM in her bedroom, and the next, she's casually revealing that she and Evan bought what they're calling their dream home in less than 12 hours. Yes, 12 hours. And right as fans were still trying to recover from that bombshell, their new YouTube video landed, complete with a giant mansion-style thumbnail, and suddenly the entire Bates fandom, Reddit included, went into complete meltdown mode. Was this destiny? Was this timing? Was this impulsive? Or was this one of those rare moments in life where everything genuinely aligns out of nowhere? Today, we're walking through the full story, the GRWM confession, the behind-the-scenes timeline, the fan reactions, rumors, theories, and what Carlin and Evan themselves said in their Q&A. And don't worry, we're approaching this exactly how a supportive fan would, curious, excited, and rooting for this young family as they step into something totally new. Carlin starts the GRWM video in the most relaxed setting imaginable. Silver blue pajamas, hair down, sitting cross-legged on her bedroom floor. It looks like the last place you'd expect a life-altering story to begin. She picks up her foundation brush, and then she drops it. She tells viewers she was just 2 weeks postpartum, soaking in the newborn haze with baby Mavie, when her brother, Zach, who was also Evan's realtor, sent Evan a completely random Tuesday afternoon text. Just a link, nothing dramatic, nothing extra. But the caption read, "This feels like an Evan dream home." And that was the spark. Carlin explains they weren't searching, they weren't planning. They were actually content and expected to stay in their current house for 3 more years. But something about the message felt different. They made a last-minute decision. Let's just go look. They booked a showing the very next morning, and as soon as they stepped inside, both of them said the same thing. This is insane. From Carlin's own words, this was not a couple itching for change. They were genuinely happy where they were. They loved their home, their neighborhood, and the rhythm of daily life with their babies. But they didn't want to ignore an opportunity if one suddenly appeared. And even though Carlin was still healing, still hormonal, and still adjusting to baby number 3, she handled the decision with a surprising calmness. She said she didn't want to make a huge move unless she felt peace, real peace. They walked through the entire house, imagining their life in every room. The bigger yard, more space for the kids, room for hosting their big families. And honestly, it felt right. Carlin says she and Evan agreed that the only thing they could do was put in an offer and then simply wait for the answer. No expectations, no pressure. They truly believed their offer wouldn't be accepted. She even joked in the GRWM, We were going to bed fully convinced this was not going to happen. But then the next morning happened. They woke up to a phone call from their realtor. Their offer, the one they expected to be ignored, had been accepted. Not in days, not in a week. Overnight. Carlin described the moment like this. If you could have only seen our faces, we were in pure shock. Everything after that moved smoothly. Inspections, walkthroughs, paperwork. Every step felt like another green light, which Carlin interprets as confirmation that this was the right path for their family. She even said she was still absorbing it all. I still feel like I'm taking it all in. Then came the next bomb. The YouTube video titled, "We're Moving, New House Q&A Answering Your Biggest Questions." Fans clicked and immediately froze. The thumbnail showed Carlin and Evan standing in front of a massive white columned mansion that looked straight out of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Elegant, grand, almost unreal. Reddit exploded within minutes. Some comments were joking. This is giving old money sorority house. This looks like a wedding venue. Very 80s millionaire energy. Is this the real house or did they use AI? For clarity, the huge mansion is not their actual home. It appears to be a stylized, dramatic thumbnail backdrop, a classic YouTube attention grabber. Love it or hate it, it definitely did what thumbnails are designed to do. Get everyone talking. This entire situation split fandom conversations into several camps, and we're covering them neutrally, fan style. 1. Supportive fans. Celebrated the blessing, loved seeing how happy they looked, appreciated Carlin's honest long-form story, felt this move was perfect timing for their growing family. Many fans commented things like, "I'm so excited for them. They deserve this." 2. Curious fans. Not negative, just curious about details. How did the mortgage process go so fast? Did they have pre-approval ready? Was it really less than 12 hours? How did inspections go so smoothly? These were normal homeowner questions. 3. Concerned fans. Again, not attacking, just worrying. Is a big move too overwhelming postpartum? Is the influencer lifestyle stable enough for long-term mortgages? Will the upkeep be stressful with 3 kids? Many comments came from personal experience, not judgment. Through all this, one thing stood out. Even the critical or cautious comments came from viewers who actually care about the family and want them to make wise choices. Their YouTube Q&A was the calmest, clearest breakdown of the entire process. Key points they shared. They weren't looking for a house. They truly didn't expect to move. They prayed at every step. If it's not right, let the deal fall through. The offer acceptance shocked them. Their kids immediately loved the empty home. They're easing into the process and preparing for walkthrough day. They feel grateful, not boastful. The Q&A honestly makes you feel like this wasn't a reckless emotional decision. It was a rare combination of timing, opportunity, and a sense of peace they couldn't ignore. Whether you think this move was destiny, timing, or simply an incredible opportunity, one thing is clear. This is a brand new chapter for the Stewart family, and it's going to be fascinating to watch it unfold. Let us know in the comments. Do you think this home came into their life at the perfect time? And of course, like, subscribe, and stick with us here on The Fame for every update on Carlin and Evan's move, the house tour, the packing vlogs, and everything coming next. We'll see you in the next video.